Welcome to another episode of Unearthing Southern Relics and Artifacts. If you're new to watching the page, if this is your first time ever watching, I really appreciate you joining us and tagging along for another adventure. On this page, we do a lot of different things, from Native American artifacts all the way up to bottle hunting like we're doing today. So I try to do it all. I try to cover it all. If it's old and it can be unearthed and we can find the history on an item and learn something, to me that's the true treasure, and that's what makes treasure hunting so much fun. Now there is some value in bottles, which brings in a little bit of cash money, and that's what we're going to try to do today, is find some very rare and very valuable bottles. We may or may not do that today. We're going to find out here soon. Let's get started. All right, so to kind of catch everybody up to speed, starting a new hole here, really just kind of attaching it to an existing hole. This hole was about 7 feet when it finally gave out of bottles, and I came out with a lot of great items out of that hole. I've been slowly sifting a lot of this back through, so if you're just now watching, or if you've missed out on that, I haven't released any of my sifting videos yet, but I can't wait to get those out there to y'all, because I'm telling you, sifting the spoils of bottle dumps is really paying off, and it's becoming something that I'm going to be doing from now on. So if you're digging out in an area where you're looking for bottles, you might want to go back and check those spools, because chances are you're most likely missing some items that may be valuable than the very bottles that you're searching for. So here's my new hole, and what we have going on here is where I left off. Right over here on this side pocket, right over there, we have ran into a bunch of 3 centa bottles, and I'd say it's about 50-50. Half of them being broke and half of them being absolutely perfect. That's a 3 centa bottle. If you've never seen a 3 centa bottle, that is what it looks like. Dirty and broke, but you get the gist. There's also some Dr. Peppers down in there, and there's been some straight side Cokes pulled out from right over there, as well as an insulator and some other embossed bottles. So enough chit chat. Let's get to digging and let's see what we can unearth today. Well, what do we have here? Solid white. That's all right. That'll work. Another marble for the good guys. All right, so I haven't been at it long, and honestly, I'm not that deep, and we're already getting into a time frame of bottles that really gets me fired up, because that makes me believe that we are going to come across a lot of very valuable soda bottles. And the date range that these are at knee high, so maybe 1.5 feet, 2 foot deep, that tells me when we get down deeper, we're really going to get in some older bottles. Let me show you what I got. I've been playing with this one, and I got it loose, but I wanted to show you before I pulled it all the way out. That's another 3 centa, and I have pulled out a bunch of them. This one's actually still got the top on there. This is the first 3 centa I've ever seen with the top still on it. Excellent shape without truly cleaning it up. Just out here in the field, it's an excellent shape. So I'm really getting a bunch of these and starting to get more than I'm really needing. So if you're interested in a 3 centa, if you'd like to purchase some, let me know, message me. I do have a shop on the page. I'm trying to get the shop revamped with the new items on there listed, and the prices are pretty reasonable, pretty fair. So give me a shout if you need a 3 centa. All right, what else we have in this? There's something else down there. You see it back in there, right over there, some glass. Now, like I said, we've been in a 3 centa pocket, so at least that's what I'm calling it. It could be another 3 centa. There has been some pieces of some Dr. Peppers come out of here, and I would love to have one. Believe it or not, I have never dug a whole 10, 2, and 4 Dr. Pepper, at least not an embossed one. For some reason out here where I'm at, they just hide. They don't want to be found. Look, there's another whole 3 centa. I believe that's like the 5th or 6th one that I pulled out. The second today that's completely whole. And this bottle's going to clean up amazing. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's going to shine. Beautiful bottle. Whoa. All right. You see all the ones that I got lined up on the bank. Just so many different ones, mostly 40s and 50s, some 30s. But let's get back to it. I'm ready to find some more. Well, it's trying to hide. Right there is a marble. And it looks to be a good marble. Not bad. Pretty green and white there. I am learning on these marbles, y'all. I am not a marble veteran. But I feel that at the rate that I'm finding them, I will be. And this is why I sift. There are some really highly valuable marbles. If you don't already know this, then you should school yourself up on marbles. I'm going to put that in a better spot. That's why you sift. You might get lucky and find some digging, but sifting, oh Lord, you wouldn't believe it, all the marbles. That's going to go in the pack. All right, so this one just popped out of the hole, and I'm sorry I didn't film me pulling it out. It kind of just fell out on me. Lambert Pharmaceutical Company. It's a Listerine. I'd probably say a 50s Listerine. I could be wrong. I'd probably say 50s. It's a bigger size. It's not too rare to find these. I've found many of them. I'm sure some of you have as well, but still a pretty cool bottle. All right, so this is an absolute first for me. First of all, it's a few firsts actually, but first off, I've never found one of these before. I'm not sure. I think it's a milk bottle. It looks like it would be a milk bottle. I believe that says Byerly's. I have never seen that before. But what's even crazier is what's inside of it. Look down in there. Let's see if we can. Look at that. That is a little bitty Coca-Cola hobble skirt. How about that? That's like a shot. That is crazy. I've seen these before, but I've never found one. So, oh, a little damage on the bottom. Just a little damage on the bottom. But that is so cool. So 2 firsts there. That's pretty unique. This hole is really paying off. I'm kind of excited to keep going, so let me get back at it. I tell you, it's funny how some bottles just elude you. They don't want you to be locating them. They don't want to be found, and this bottle is one of them. I've dug up so many of these bottles, the 10, 2, and 4s, and I know that that's not really the coolest bottle to a lot of you because you've probably already found them, but I've only been digging for maybe a year, maybe a year and a half, and so with that being said, there's a lot of bottles that I haven't come across yet because I'm still pretty new at it, and I'm learning as I go. I'm definitely not a veteran, but I'm learning fast as I go, and I'm steady marking bottles off the list, and I believe we have just knocked off the 10, 2, and 4 Dr. Pepper, and it just popped up. There's a lot of goodies in that hole over there to the left. That's where all of the 3 centas are coming from. I think we just got her. Oh, just a little bit of lip damage. Wouldn't you know it? But, you know, even so, it's still a keeper. That's the best one that I've found, considering it's the closest to whole. All right, so I haven't been digging nice. I haven't been showing y'all the ones that I pull out. But honestly, they've just kind of been popping out as I've been digging. Here's one that I found. And see, it's broke. Another 10, 2, and 4 Dr. Pepper. So now I feel like we're in the Dr. Pepper bottle. So whatever it is, somebody dumped a bunch of, when they dumped a bunch of soda bottles. A bunch of 3 centas right over here in this section, and then right over here, mostly Dr. Peppers. So that's pretty cool that we're actually getting into a cluster of soda bottles. Well, I was just talking about a Barks root beer, and I be damned if that ain't what just popped out. It's got a patent date on it. I think it's just a patent number. Yeah, design patent. But there's a Barks root beer, so maybe we can pull out a whole Barks. That'd be even better. Nice little honey hole here. Stay with me. So what's happening is I'm getting into another little cluster of bottles. Here is a snazzy bottle right here. Definitely some kind of cologne, I would imagine. Huh. I didn't even notice that one before I went down. Pretty cool shape to it. But yeah, so I think we're getting into a little cluster. They seem to stack up. When you find one, there's usually a couple right beside it. Some wire right there. Let's see if we can pull this green one out, see what it is first. Huh. Got a printed label on it. Not going to be able to make that out. Might be able to look up that bottle and see what that is. It does say Georgia on the bottom. Maybe we can figure it out right now. We can get that cleaned up. I know I am not the best cameraman. I need to hire me a cameraman. So it looks like it says Alabama and Georgia. I'm pretty sure that's what that says on there. We'll see if we can't figure that one out. If you know what it is, go ahead and leave a comment right now. Huh, pretty cool bottle. Maybe once we get it cleaned off, it'll tell us. Well, it says Brian Nims on it, Alabama, Georgia. So it's got to be a Dr. Pepper product, right? So something, I'm not sure what that would have been, though. I'm not sure. And right over here, we have a broke 10, 2, and 4. What do you know? Looks like another one of those. Maybe that was a squirt. I'm not sure. Another 10, 2, and 4. I don't think it was a Sprite. I don't think Sprite was around at that time, were they? Another 10, 2, and 4. Dr. Pepper. So yeah, just a bunch of soda bottles right here. I mean, truly a bunch. And that's the way it's been in this hole, is once you find one, you start to find quite a few of them. And that's why they usually don't make it, because they get stacked on top of each other, and then just the pressure of dirt and backfill, they just start busting. But you do come across some whole ones. And it's fun when it gets like this, because there are a lot of whole bottles that do survive, y'all. They're not all broke. We might have to get back to digging with a shovel. That might be all we have by hand. Looks like we got one over here hiding in the side. Another 10, 2, and 4, just broke at the top. So it looks like that pocket slid over just a little bit to the left. Yeah, look at them. They're just mostly Dr. Pepper. And I'm not sure if that's what all, you know, is Barks. Is that a Dr. Pepper product at the same time? I thought they were kind of solo. Another 10, 2, and 4. Oh, might have a whole one right there. That one feels like a whole one. I wonder what it is. It'd be nice to have a complete 10, 2, and 4 without any lip damage. This one doesn't have any. That is not. Hey, there's the whole Barks root beer. Right on time. And that's the way it's been. This is a great soda hole, y'all. I am stoked about this. Not even that deep. That's what's crazy. Nice Barks root beer. Whole bottle. Excellent. There's some more down here. Let's see. We can't just keep going. I mean, y'all are bringing the luck on. Yeah, I feel some more. This one's going to be broke. What is it? Another Dr. Pepper. So they kind of all got dumped together, obviously. Another broke Dr. Pepper. And I can just feel them. They're just all in here, stacked upon each other. This whole video is just going to be one long clip, which would be easy to edit. Don't have to do nothing, just post. Another bottle right there, printed label. I'm not sure what that would have been. Oh yeah, well, I got you all on here too. This is something, got a bottle right here below it. 10, 2, and 4. Look at all of them. They're just stacking up at my feet. Well, I got you all on here. This is something I wanted to ask too. You know, and maybe it's not a bad idea, but I don't know. I feel like it's a good idea. So we have a Cricut at the house where you can make labels, decals, and stuff like that. And a lot of these printed bottles, especially if you dig them out of a hole, y'all know they just don't make it. As soon as they get exposed back to the elements, the labels just flake right off. They don't make it. So would that be cool if, you know, getting these labels printed up with a Cricut and put back on? Was that something y'all would like? I mean, if you're interested in that being done, if you got some bottles you want that done, we'd be more than happy to do that for you. Just leave a message and we'll get them made up and have that bottle looking like it's brand new. I'm not sure what that is. So it is a printed bottle, and it's a bad to the bone print because it's got this nice little rat rod on the front of it. What's the backside say? Sparkling beverage. So that's cool. It looks a lot like the green bottle, just a little bit, you know, it's obviously clear. And see, that would be a prime example to not, and I could probably look this bottle up and find out what it is. But then to reprint that and get it back on the bottle, because that print's just not going to make it, would be excellent. I mean, you can tell that stuff just comes right off. It doesn't make it. But yeah, so we got some cool bottles. Let me get back to digging. I think I just talked for like 6 minutes, and I got to get all these bottles out from underneath me. So that's going to be it for today. If you've enjoyed our little bit of video that we got going on, give me a little like. You can just thumbs up, or if it's sad, you think it makes you sad, then click the sad button, or you're just amazed, wow, click the wow button, share it. Give me a follow if you want to see some more. Like I say, I do a little bit of it all: metal detecting, artifact hunting. I do a lot of creek walking. That's where it'd be sifting for Native American artifacts. I'm all over the place. I love it. I love history. So that's kind of my deal. Yeah, Instagram, YouTube, starting to get a little following on there as well. Appreciate you watching. We'll be back. I know I'll see you again. Peace out.